Bespoke jitter charts, the Jitter Circle Chart, and this is what it looks like. So far we've been dealing with squares, columns, bars. Now we're going to apply some of our trigonometric functions and create rounded shapes. So it's quite simple, it's quite effective. I've also heard this referred to as a Petri chart or Petri dish chart. Looks cool, but let's get started by opening up Tableau. So let's start by loading our Superstore dataset. Let's click on Microsoft Excel, locate the file, and double click Superstore. Let's drag the orders onto the query panel, ensure that data shows up. And now let's click Sheet 1. What we're going to do is really have some fun here. So let's create calculated fields. The first one I'm going to create is our beloved index function, positional. Let's click OK. Now I'm going to create our circular calculations, i.e. our X and Y calculated fields. With X, sine, radians, let's put our index in there, just for now. Click OK. Let's do the same for our Y axis. Pause this time. Radians. Index. There we go. Now what I want us to do is take X and drop that onto columns. I want us to take Y and also drop that into columns. I want us to change the mark type to circle. And now I want us to take the product name and drop that onto the detail. Nice and simple. I now want us to right click on X, go to compute using product name. I want us to do the same with Y. So what have we actually done here? We've continually just drawn this continuous circle with all of our products. However, let's actually build upon this. What I want us to do is take our category and drop it into color. Again, no real change. There's loads of each product and there's more than 360 degrees worth of them, so it will keep on going. However, now I want us to modify our X calculation, and instead of this bringing everyone to one distance away from the center, we are now going to multiply this by our random function. Let's click OK. I am going to do the same thing with Y. I'm going to multiply this by our random function. And now you can see we've created this circle where every point was one away from the center. Now that we've applied our random, we now have a distribution. Now it's just about finishing off. Let's take cells, drop that into size. Let's increase the size a bit. Let's reduce the opacity. So click on color, reduce it to 80. Actually, let's reduce it to 50. Reduce the size just a bit as well. Now we can hide the headers since we don't need these. We can also format our background as always. Let's get rid of our grid lines and our zeros. We don't need those two lines. Let's rename our sheet to Jitter Circle Chart. Actually, let's increase our color a bit more to 80. The key thing here is now that we have our circular shape, we can have some fun with this. The main thing is we're still using the random function, we're still using this jitter technique, but by bringing in cos and sine, we are now creating a curved effect. So, have another shot at doing this. How else do you believe you can actually use this technique? Have a think about this, and I'll see you in the next lesson.